Big things are coming, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2022. It's only March. Look what's happening. What do you think this is going to look like in summer? Watch out now for the housing market. When the housing market goes, all hell breaks loose. It's Tuesday, March 8th, 2022. I don't even know where to begin today. There was so many swings in these markets. I've never seen anything like it. Dow Jones just closed down 185 points, was in the positive, up 585 points at one time, closes in the red, down 185 points. Gold and silver went ballistic today. Gold at one point was up over $73. As I make this video, markets close. It's up about $62. Silver, well over $27 today. It has pulled back a bit, sitting right about $27 an ounce. And people have been writing me today. They've gone to SD Bullion, JM Bullion, some of the other big dealers online. Many of them have sold out certain silver coins. So check that out today. If you're in the market, you're looking for gold or silver, buy from a reputable dealer, buy who you want to buy from your local coin shop, your jeweler, your pawn shop. Just buy from somebody reputable. If you need help, I have a link down below, SD Bullion, check them out. They've been fantastic. I think we're going to see shortages, especially in silver, very, very soon. Premiums going up. Right now, to buy a silver eagle, it's over $38 an ounce. And this is the difference between paper and physical. If you want physical, you're going to have to pay for physical. But metals went absolutely ballistic today. Oil way up, sitting around 124, 125 a barrel. Ladies and gentlemen, we got real big trouble, and it's knocking at the door. It is here right now. We have big trouble, and it's going to get worse. Things are going to get crazy. I watched the president. He came out, gave a speech today, and markets actually turned around, and we saw markets get above 500 points. On the news that we are not going to be taking any more Russian oil, and also he said we're going to feel some pain. He said he's going to be straight with us. We're going to feel some pain. I don't know about you, but I've been feeling pain for quite a while. Yesterday, super unleaded, 5 minutes from my house, $5.99. We're seeing in stations in LA where it's hitting $7 for super unleaded, $7.21, $7.29. So people have been feeling the pain for quite a while. This inflation's been running wild. Gas prices, energy costs, everything. People have been feeling the pain. We're going to feel much more pain. Also, he said that we will help these people in Eastern Europe who are fleeing Ukraine, that we will be helping them with billions of dollars. And look, don't get me wrong, I feel really bad for those people, and war is a terrible thing. But where's the money coming from? I'm paying $6 a gallon for gas out here, and I feel bad for these people, but how much more can the American people be squeezed is my question. Also, today, there is talk now that we are going to slap sanctions on China because they are apparently helping Russia, okay? Well, this is extremely dangerous, because what if Russia says, "Hey, we're not going to ship you those pharmaceuticals tomorrow. We're not going to ship you microchips." What if they take over Taiwan? This could be really, really catastrophic for the U.S. economy and the U.S. consumer. Just imagine if China began to fight back economically and just started cutting us off. They literally really could sanction us. I don't know really how we would sanction them. They could really sanction us. They would just cut us off from all these cheap goods, from the pharmaceuticals, semiconductors, chips, you name it. This could get extremely ugly. But hey, we're being assured that everything is going to be okay. Don't worry about anything, but you better worry about economic doom, because it is here and it is not going away. And just a couple notes here. with what we're dealing with in Eastern Europe. Russia, Ukraine are among the most prolific producers of food in the entire world. Prices of food are flashing red right now, and it is going to flash red for a very, very long time. And tens of millions of people are in jeopardy with these sanctions, with these food shortages. Tens of millions of people in jeopardy of starving. We could be on the cusp of a global mass starvation. Russia produces massive amounts of titanium. Boeing needs that titanium to build airplanes. They produce 40% of global palladium. They supply nickel. You want to build an electric car, you better have nickel. Ukraine produces the majority of global neon gas. That's critical for production of lasers to make microchips. And they also produce enough food to feed 600 million people. This thing is spiraling out of control, ladies and gentlemen, and it's about to get very, very nasty. And people, not just here, but across the entire globe, are going to feel extreme pain. If you think you're feeling pain right now, wait till you see what's coming. The hedge today, stock surge after AFP repackages story that Zelensky no longer pressing for NATO membership. Now, this might have been responsible for turning the markets around today for a short period. Stocks staged a remarkable comeback after being down a few hundred points and then going up to 585 points in the positive. A report from AFP, which quotes President Zelensky of Ukraine saying he is no longer pressing for NATO membership for Ukraine and now open to compromise on the status of two breakaway pro-Russian territories as independent before the invasion. Zelensky ready to make major concession. So that from AFP, and that broke, and that turned the markets around, and they soared back over 500 points. But that apparently was a story from last night. It was released early today or early in the afternoon. And it did seem to have an effect, but short-lived. So is it true? I don't know. Is it just hearsay? Who knows? But the market was up 585 points. Dow closes down in the red, 185 points. U.S. gas prices just smashed the all-time record high. The national average for a gallon of gas is $4.17. Right here in California, the average, the California average, $5.44 per gallon. And what I find hard to believe is that the markets could even be in the green for a second today when we are looking at gas prices and oil prices at record high. $125 roughly now for a barrel of oil, and the highest national gas average we have ever seen. How in the world could the markets even be in the green whatsoever? And we look at the shortages now in food, the shortages we're going to see in titanium, the shortages we're seeing in chips, the shortages that we're seeing right now because of these sanctions. And now the talk that we may sanction China. And what kind of effect could that have on America? What kind of blowback could that have on America? And yet markets really tried to ignore it, but couldn't. By the end of the day, they turn red. Russia warns of $300 a barrel oil, threatens to cut off European gas if West bans energy imports, which we just did. We are seeing so much irreversible damage take place that I see things only getting worse. I don't see how a lot of this can ever be fixed now. And many of these prices that we've seen absolutely skyrocket and balloon, they're never coming back to any sort of normal. Everything going up is going to stay up. And I think that a lot of products out there, yeah, sure, gas is going to come back down at some point, but it's never going to come back down to what it was a year ago. You're never going to see gas out here in California at $2.85 a gallon or $3. Those days are over. We are never going back to what we were a year or two ago. everything is going to cost more from here on out. Yes, it can pull back a little bit, but it's never going to be as cheap as it was a year or two ago. Wall Street Journal, higher vehicle and energy imports push January U.S. trade deficit to new record. This on the Wall Street Journal. U.S. imports rose while exports fell, leaving the trade deficit at, get this, $89.7 billion for the month of January. So literally that's $90 billion. That's a $90 billion trade deficit to start out the year. CNN, your toilet paper roll is slimming down. The consumer is paying the price here. The consumer is going to continue to get hammered. We have slimmed down toilet paper, fewer cookies in the bag, and less conditioner in a tube. The consumer is being suffocated, and the consumer is going to have to pay more. Everything's going up, ladies and gentlemen, and your dollar is going to buy you less and less. So this is another case of shrinkflation. We're watching stagflation, shrinkflation, inflation. It's a mess. And I hope that all of you have been preparing, because if you think it's bad now, wait till you see what's coming. Another article today, China considers buying stakes in Russian energy and commodity firms. It's all been planned out, ladies and gentlemen. It's all been planned out. You're going to watch two superpowers now, in my opinion, take over the world. They are going to control the breadbasket in Europe. They're going to control the oil in Europe. And Taiwan is on borrowed time, in my opinion. And China will have full control of semiconductors, microchips. Forget the SWIFT system. What is it? The SIP system that Russia and China now are going to be using. Look, you are watching the demise of the financial institution here in America. The torch is being passed on, ladies and gentlemen, and America is not included in the party. Another article from The Hedge today. We have U.S. oil and gas producers. They suffered severe cyber attacks back in mid-February, victims of cyber attacks. And we all have to be very aware of retaliation now, of our banking system, of our gas and oil producers. And it's only a matter of time before something big gets shut down. Our financial institutions, a bank, a pipeline, we are very, very vulnerable, ladies and gentlemen, and most people cannot even spend an hour off their phone, a minute away from their computer, from their Netflix, from a basketball game, from a football game. Imagine if things just got shut off. The lights got shut off, your phone got shut off, the internet got shut off, you can't access money. You better really be thinking, we are in a whole new world here, ladies and gentlemen. It's a whole different ball game, and most people, 99% of this country, is not prepared for what's coming. Most of these people, a lot of people playing golf today, I hope they took a look at their 401ks. I hope they're aware of what's happening to their pensions right now. I hope that they're aware of what's happening to their Social Security. And I hope that they're aware of what's happening to their dollar, because it is being destroyed. Boeing suspends buying Russian titanium. 1/3 of Boeing's titanium is sourced from Russia. At some point, there's going to be repercussions here, right? Because what happens when we can no longer build airplanes because we can't get the titanium? And look, we're closing down the McDonald's and the Starbucks over there. And look, I want peace. I want people to come together. I want countries to come together. I don't want to see people hurt and killed. War is a terrible thing. But right now, from what I see, Russia is taking Ukraine. There will be no compromise. There is no discussion. They're taking it. And I believe without a doubt that China will be taking Taiwan at some point, probably this year. And nobody is going to stop them. There are no sanctions. The world's changing. And America's going to find out that the sanctions that they put on people and the U.S. World Reserve currency, the U.S. dollar, is not what it once was. The might of this country, the authority of this country, the power of this country is not what it once was. We are the largest debtor nation on planet Earth. The U.S. dollar is dying. Our authority is dying, and we are no longer being feared. We abused our power, in my humble opinion, and now the rest of the world is going to turn their backs on the US dollar, on the US system, and on the US. And they're looking to alternatives right now financially. They're going to look at alternatives for food and energy. And most of the world's going to figure out they don't need America. Asia is going to be, if not right now, the biggest economy on planet Earth. Asia is the future. And Russia is going to be a part of that. And that really breaks my heart to even have this discussion. The president to sign executive order on regulating and issuing cryptocurrencies this week. What does that mean for cryptos? You tell me, comment down below. But it doesn't look positive. And I want to address, as we kind of wrap this up today, it's so much happening. Again, I've never seen these markets swing as much as I saw them swing today. Unbelievable. To think we were up 585 points at one time and closing down 185 on the Dow today after probably 100 times this thing swung from positive territory to negative territory and back and forth. Just crazy. But real quick, as I wind this down, beautiful day today. Somebody commented yesterday, and a lot of people commented to this person, but they said this: $5.29 a gallon for gas. I can't afford fuel. I can't afford food. I can't afford rent. And everything else I can't afford. What can I do? Unfortunately, you could be in big trouble. It may be too late. And there's people out there saying, well, you can start today. It's never too late to prepare. It may be too late for so many people right now. And it really disturbs me to even think that millions of people, it's already too late. The boat has left the dock, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't been preparing for this time, you could be in very, very big trouble. Now, if you have some money, if you have a job, you might have a chance. Are you putting food and water away? Do you have security? Do you have barterable items? These are things that you're going to need. Do you have some cash put away? But people right now, so many people are out of work. So many people now have been victimized by this inflation, that they've gone through their savings. The people who a year ago were collecting the benefit checks and the stimulus, many of them went out and bought the big screen TVs, took a vacation, bought a new car. And now the free money is over. The party's over. And now people are wondering what they're going to do. The bills are coming due. And so it may be too late. And for this individual, if you have a job, if you have some money put away, watch these videos, read the comments down below. Make sure you have barterable items. Make sure you have your debts paid off. Many people may have to move back home with their parents, may have to get roommates. Do the right thing. People need to get the ego out of the way. You might have to sell the BMW or the Lexus and downsize. You may have to make drastic changes right now. And if you don't, you're going to be victimized by this collapse, without a doubt. And so to this person, I don't know your financial situation, but if you are working, if you have money, read the comments down below. Watch these videos. Watch other videos. Really absorb as much knowledge as you can, as quickly as you can, and listen to people who are thinking outside of the box. Listen to people who are getting out of the system. Another person said that I seem very happy that the market's going down. And I responded to this person, no, I'm not happy that the market's going down. But I am a realist that these markets are completely artificial, propped up. This is a paper house, a house of cards built on quicksand, completely artificial, built with trillions of dollars of printed money and borrowed money to build this up, just like the real estate market. And it has no right to be where it is right now. All the corporate buybacks, all the zombie companies, 0% interest rates for over a decade, institutional money buying into the real estate market, the Fed buying into the stock market, the Fed buying treasuries and mortgage-backed securities, all this fake as a $3 bill, ladies and gentlemen. No, I am not happy, and I get no joy out of people that are going to lose it all and get wiped out. But let's face it, there's a ton of greed in these markets, and people are playing these markets not as an investment. They're playing these markets as a casino game, poker, roulette, a roulette table, a poker game, a slot machine. Most people aren't investing, they're just strictly gambling. And I don't want to see anybody get wiped out. But these markets are fake, and we need to see real, true valuations of assets. Zombie companies need to be wiped out. And we need the Fed to get out of these markets. We need a free market. These markets must collapse in order to be fixed, in order to have a free market. These markets are controlled and manipulated and enslaved by the Fed and greed. And most people in these markets understand these markets are very manipulated. They're out of control. Many of these companies in these markets don't even make a profit, yet their stocks go up. So we're seeing complete criminality and complete recklessness in these markets. They must crash. Another person wrote me, what if gold hits $5,000? Okay, it hits $5,000. Well, let me tell you, if gold hits $5,000, I'm probably not going to leave my house. The world will be a different place. And be careful what you wish for, ladies and gentlemen. Is it possible gold can hit $5,000? Without a doubt. It could go to $10,000. If we see a new world reserve currency come out of maybe, say, China, or even America, if America got smart, we would have to revalue our currency, and it would have to be backed by gold, and we would have to revalue the currency. What would it be? It would probably be at least $10,000. The world's going to look like a whole different place. It's going to be much scarier than it is now. It's going to be quite dangerous, actually. I would much rather see gold stay under $2,000 and have things stable and have peace in the world, and get back to a free, non-manipulated stock market, than to have gold at $10,000, $15,000 an ounce, $5,000 an ounce, because I know what the world's going to look like at that point. So be careful what you wish for, because the higher gold goes, it's telling you something. It's sending you a message that things are uncertain, they're volatile, they're getting out of control. And that's why we're seeing gold creeping up now. Gold well over $2,000 today. It broke the all-time record. I think we had $2,077 at the peak today. And gold is telling you to get ready for much more volatility. And I'm telling you, it's getting very, very pricey to buy gold. I don't know when I'll be making my next gold purchase. If you can afford it and you want to buy some, go to my link down below, SD Bullion. Fantastic company. Buy it from wherever you want to buy it from. Don't buy it. Buy the effing dip if you want to. Go buy some more stocks. Go buy some crypto. Buy whatever you want to buy. But if you want to buy gold, silver, SD Bullion's been a phenomenal company. Thanks to all the people out there that recommended them to me 3 years ago. I've been an avid user. I'm going to leave it there today. But look out for danger, Will Robinson. Look out for volatility. Look out for uncertainty. Look out for these markets to do crazy things. These markets, they're losing control, ladies and gentlemen, plain and simple. They are losing control of these markets. I don't think they anticipated what Russia was going to do, and now we've got China in the mix, and this could get really, really ugly, really dangerous. And you better be protecting yourselves financially, physically, spiritually, and mentally. Big things are coming, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2022. It's only March. Look what's happening. What do you think this is going to look like in summer? Watch out now for the housing market. When the housing market goes, all hell breaks loose. Stay safe.